Can you name the best-selling plug-in hybrid utility in the world? Did you guess the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV or plug-in hybrid electric vehicle? No? Well, it is, and it's now available for sale in Canada. The Outlander PHEV has been sold in Asia and Europe since 2014 with a big following, making it the best seller in its class. Now it's available for people who want a greener drive, a more efficient drive, but still need the utility that a compact crossover delivers. The Outlander PHEV is offered with 5 seats. There's no 7-seat option because the electric motor is under the rear cargo area. The upside, there is a standard household outlet in the cargo area to power anything, which would be great for camping. The exterior has unique wheel designs, and the lower rocker panels are painted instead of black cladding for a more upscale look. The filler flap on the passenger side is where this plug-in is charged. It can be charged with 120 volts, 220 volts, and even with level 3 DC fast charging, with an 80% charge in 30 minutes, something that's uncommon with plug-in hybrids. Choosing this PHEV version of the Outlander is no compromise compared to the regular gasoline model. The interior volume is exactly the same, and part of the reason is where they place the battery. It runs underneath the seats in the floor, so you give nothing up. Now looking forward, very simple and easy to use switchgear on the steering wheel. Around the head unit, it's piano black finish. You get a backup camera, and it also comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The base model comes with heated front seats and a powered driver's seat. The touring package is where you add leather, and you'll note in this model it's available with brown leather, not just black leather. The touring model also includes a heated steering wheel, power passenger seat, along with a sunroof, LED headlamps, and more. The top GT that we have here today adds advanced safety features like forward collision warning with autonomous braking, lane departure warning, and adaptive cruise control. So let's just play out a scenario. This PHEV has been parked overnight, it's been plugged in, it's fully charged, and you're ready for your morning commute. And what happens next is high-tech and seamless. So this is a very high-tech product. Let's go through some of the technology, and I'll explain it as simply as I can. Let's start with the electric motors. There's 2 of them. There's one at the back underneath the rear floor. I mentioned that one already. That produces 80 horsepower. There's one at the front that also is capable of producing 80 horsepower. Also at the front is a 2-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine capable of 117 horsepower. Now, you don't just add all of the output together to get a big number. You could, but that's not the way this vehicle works. So this vehicle shifts the power around for the best efficiency. It's like an electronic dance. When you start the Outlander and pull away, it always is in EV mode. Running just on electric power, this PHEV can go 35 kilometers from the 12 kilowatt-hour battery. But that's just part of the story. There's also the Series Hybrid mode that uses the power from the gasoline engine as a generator, producing more electricity to give quick bursts of power for things like acceleration. The gasoline engine isn't powering the wheels when it's in this mode. The next mode is a parallel mode. So when you're driving at higher speeds on the highway, the gasoline engine is really doing most of the work, and the electric motors are there to provide 4-wheel traction, for example, the rear wheels, or to give a burst of power for things like overtaking on the highway. So whether it's full EV mode, or the gasoline engine is there to produce electricity for the electric motors, or the electric motors are there to assist the gasoline engine, it all works seamlessly. The driver isn't aware, but the PHEV is doing all the work to make sure it's driving in the most efficient mode that it can. The driver can override the Outlander and choose modes manually with a switch on the console for things like EV lock, using the electric mode as much as possible. There's a button for saving the charge in the battery for maybe a certain part of the commute. Also a charge button that will top up the battery when driving, which is perfect for long highway runs when the gasoline engine is doing most of the work anyway. So this vehicle uses a continuously variable transmission. There's an electric shifter in the middle of the console, which is slightly different from the regular Outlander, and it does take just about a day to get used to that. You'll also notice paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. Now these are not conventional paddle shifters. What they're used for is the amount of regenerative braking you want to use. And there's basically from 0 all the way up to 5. So you can go from no brake assist all the way up to B5, which is the most aggressive, which is going to put back as much energy into the battery as possible. So you can modulate the way you drive with the paddle shifters, not for changing gears, but for actually modulating the brake effect. It's actually quite fun to use. Going down a hill, you would use as much brake force as possible, and when you want to coast on the highway, you would have it set maybe at 0. For people that want a utility vehicle, want to save some money in the long run and drive something greener, this is the way to go, because really, it's just like every other compact utility, except it's doing all of this for you. In addition, you can tow up to 1,500 pounds. Now you would think with an advanced powertrain like this, towing wouldn't be an option, but it is, and it's capable of 1,500 pounds. How seamless the technology is in this vehicle is impressive. And another thing that's impressive is Mitsubishi's 10-year powertrain warranty, 10 years on the lithium-ion battery, and 10-year roadside assistance. I bet you didn't know it was Mitsubishi that had the best-selling plug-in hybrid electric utility in the world. Now you do, and it's available in Canada.